heat racing action. As you see these youngsters out here, these are the older youngsters, if you will. It'll be our senior mini dwarf heat race number 1, and it's a number 4J of Jaden Butler starting on the pole. To Jaden's outside, the 24 of Trenton Yurto. Kennedy Cotton inside row number 2, and the number 6, the number 86 of Madison Meyer. And rounding out the field, the 86M Mallory Meyer and Brody Graham. We go green in our first heat race of the evening here at Bakersfield Speedway. Kennedy Cotton out to an early lead down the back straightaway. Kennedy looks to lead lap number 1. Second spot, the number 25 of Brody Graham taking a peek to the inside. You see the top 4 on the screen right now. Battle for the lead out of turn number 4. Graham taking a peek to the inside of Cotton. Doing the same out of turn number 2. And there, we're side by side there for a split second. Brody Graham to the inside. Has a better run out of turn number 2. Into turn 3, looks to take the lead and claims the lead on lap number 4. Battle here for third. You see Yurto in the 3rd spot, staying in the 3rd spot, or actually getting by the 4J of Jaden Butler. White flag waves. And down the back straightaway, your leaders. It is Brody Graham, the number 25, out of turn number 4, taking the checkered flag in our first heat of tonight's racing action here, May 13th at Bakersfield Speedway. We have a good lineup of racing action here with the mini dwarfs. We got the mini stocks. We got the IMCA Sport Mods. The Bakersfield Hardtops. If you've never seen a Bakersfield Hardtop race in your life, you're never going to want to miss one after you see them here at the Bakersfield Speedway. And our returning division that we don't get to see too often here at Bakersfield Speedway, but happy they're back. It is the Western RaceSavers Sprint Cars returning to action here at Bakersfield Speedway. Happy to have them back. I'm happy to cover it for you here on lowbudget.tv. Heat number 2 for the senior mini dwarfs has a number 2 starting on the pole. That is Jacob Carey. Taylor Morrison to the outside in the number 60 machine. Mason Ratcliffe starts 3rd in the number 3 car, ironically. The 5M of Logan Miller and the 12 of Austin Murch, if I'm saying that name correctly. That is your field of senior mini dwarfs as we get ready for another heat race, the final heat of the senior minis. Carry out to an early lead. Morrison in the 2nd spot. Battle back here for 4th, and it is Miller hanging that number 5M out. Austin getting by the number 12. Miller again, sprint car driving. Getting that rear end sideways. Here's your top 2 on the screen, lap number 2 on the scoreboard. Oh, and around goes Morrison into the infield grass. And we might go yellow. There it is, yellow flag, lap number 3 for Taylor Morrison. So we're getting the field all lined back up again. Carey in your lead. Or in the lead, I should say. Ratcliffe in the 2nd spot. And the 12, Austin Murch, will be in 3rd. Coming up after this heat race will be our junior mini dwarf heat races. Looks like we'll have another looks like we'll have a pair of those heat races. As you can see, some of the sprint car drivers checking out the track surface, throwing some of the track around. Probably picking at the seashells we have in the clay. If you don't believe me, come out here to the track and check it out yourself. Here we go, back to the green. Carey, your leader, Ratcliffe in the second spot. And Miller again. Throwing that, look at this. He is a dirt track racer right there, catching a bit of a bump there. With the 5M of Miller. Getting some camera time by his wild driving. White flag waves for Jacob Carey. Looking to continue his winning streak here on Low Budget TV. He won the last time we were out here with the Mini Dwarfs. Jacob Carey through turns number 3 and 4 will take the checkered flag and his senior Mini Dwarf heat number 2 as we get ready to go for the junior Mini Dwarfs. Ratcliffe second and Murch in third. They tricked me. Hank Hall going to take the field down into turn number 1. In his number 57 blue machine. You see him out of turn number 3 and 4 with the lead. Trenton Rickle in the 22, second spot. The third spot, spinning out, is the number 76 of Striker Conley. Keeps it going, and we stay green. Adam Knoll in the 12N. The 33T of Tommy Swearingen. Tucker Carey in the 7, who was exciting out of turn number 4 right there. And Jet Yantis in the number 1. Jet is in the 3rd spot. Started inside row number 3. That'd be 5th place starting spot. Hank Hall closing in on the 12N of Adam Knoll. He gets by Adam to the inside, goes to the outside of Swearingen. Hank Hall got this number 57 working here tonight. White flag flies. 5 laps down of 6. These youngsters making it happen. They drive like pros. I was in a Power Wheels learning how to, well, I wasn't really learning how to drive in a Power Wheels, but Hank Hall takes a checkered flag. What I was meaning to say is I was driving Power Wheels at these kids' age, and they're professional race car drivers. Rounding the field, the 12N of Adam Knoll. He'll cross the line, and that's the end of heat number 1 for the junior Mini Dwarf. So Hank Hall, your winner. Second spot, Trenton Rickle. Started in the second spot, didn't pass any cars. And Jet Yantis passed the most cars to get from 5th place starting spot to 3rd. Hank Hall started on the pole, finished on the pole. As heat number 2 rolls onto the track, it'll be Jonathan Butler piloting the Lightning McQueen number 95 junior Mini Dwarf. Ethan Gianetto in the number 18 starts outside row number 1. Wyatt Webb, row 2 starter in the number 84. The number 5 of Chloe Cotton, 09 of Ranson Spear, and rounding out the field, the number 21H of Seth Hansen. As the field gets led on by this quad. At the ready, he's got that throttle, and he twists it as we go green. Junior Mini Dwarf heat number 2 underway. 3 wide for his second there for the lead. Gianetto into the lead of the number 18. And opening up a gap there between first and second. Cotton gets by the number 95, Lightning McQueen. Or Jonathan Butler. Either one you want to call him. But Butler slips back to 3rd. Webb in the number 84 in the 4th spot. And you can check out his color scheme. Maybe we're going to jinx him too. But he's got the green spider web going on. As Kennedy Cotton closing in on Gianetto. Battle for the lead. White flag will wave, this time by across the stripe. They're closing in on lap traffic. White flag waves. Gianetto leads over Cotton. Trouble up ahead of the leaders. They get by it. Cotton's got one more set of corners. No. It is Gianetto, Ethan Gianetto, taking the checkered flag at the end of heat number 2 for the Junior Mini Dwarfs here tonight. We have 4 cars ready to start off on our first heat for the Bakersfield Hardtops, getting the 1 to go this time by. And it is Jason Stanfill starting on the pole to his outside, the number 99A, Sean Shea on the outside front row. Inside row number 2, that is James Bradburn in the number 3 machine. And starting outside row number 2, that is a number 102 of Tom Dugan. The one thing that I'm bummed out is that I do not have on my list of names and numbers the model and years of these cars, but I'm sure some of you in the comments section can help me out there if you can recognize any of these things. But we go green, Bakersfield Hardtop Heat Race number 1 here tonight. You hear them roaring, you already see them beating and banging down the back straightaway. Sean Shea and the number 99A, the 102 Tom Dugan getting sideways and taking Bradburn with him. And Sean Shea leads lap number 1. Battle here for the lead at 14. I believe Shea has an issue. Jason Stanfill up into the lead now as Sean Shea will bring out the yellow lap number 1. Not sure what the issue is, but doesn't look like he has got any power there as he's creeping along. Sean Shea and the number 99A. So the tow truck going over there, he's dropping the window net. He's begging for a tow. But yeah, original chassis. Only one of them that I know of needed a new front clip, and only one of them. I can't tell you which car because it was never reported to me. But there's another car out here that has a body on a street stock chassis. Other than that, these things are all original, and if they can't find the parts, they have to recreate it at the shop. So the number 102 of Tom Dugan, he's going to go off the track as well, so we might have ourselves a duel. Oh, he's going to go into the hot pit, so Tom Dugan maybe doing a little bit of a checkup on the 102 machine, as we have 2 cars left in this heat out of 4 cars. The 99A getting the push into the pit area. So again, we got to thank each and every one of you for tuning in with us here. This is a live look in, a sneak preview into what's going to be happening here at Bakersfield Speedway. For the ones that supported and bought the pay-per-view pass, they're going to be with us all night long till the last checkered flag and some post-race interviews. For those of you just taking a peek right now on Facebook, well, it's a limited time special. So you're either going to have to get a sneak peek, or heck, if you want to see all the racing action, we got the IMCA Sport Mods, Mini Stocks, Hardtops you see on the track, the Western RaceSaver Sprint Cars, and the Mini Dwarfs. If you want to see all that action all night long, lowbudget.tv is your place to be. Here we go, back to green flag. It is Stanfill bringing out the green flag and a charge already. James Bradburn takes the lead down the front straightaway. I don't know if that was a legitimate pass or not. I don't think you're supposed to pass before the stripe, but the officials saying it's okay and we're racing. Tom Dugan pulled back on the track. Number 102 Bud Light entry. So Dugan pulls back onto the racetrack. The 102 will slide around in turn number 2. You gotta wonder, driving these things, they're heavy, but most of all, it's a top-heavy race car. You can see these things are not low to the ground like an IMCA Sport Mod, that's for sure. These things are bouncing around, got probably about almost more, it could be even more than a foot between the drive shaft and the ground. And these things, they are leaning as the yellow flag pulls out for the 102 of Tom Dugan. Looks to try to get off the track and failed. So Tom Dugan having a rough ride here tonight.
Open it up. Let's see what it is. Open it up.
Still trying to get off the track. There we go. So we're halfway into this heat race, and we've gone 2 yellows here. So we're slowly getting going here. So for those of you that are on our Facebook Live looking, I want to know where you're watching from right now, where you're taking a sneak peek, where you're peeking into these blinds right now, checking in on us here in Bakersfield. Let us know where you're watching from, and if you have anybody you're cheering on, let us know who you're rooting for.
So we had to get him off the track so we can all keep his safe.
I see Joseph Pavlon saying hi. I see Glover saying LOL. David Lucas saying sup. Joseph asking if this is a heat race. This sure is. Jerry Flippo checking out on us, saying hi. He was a star of Facebook this week after he made a big time rollover in his Mod Light last Saturday here at Bakersfield Speedway. Jerry, hopefully that hand is doing okay, and hopefully the race car is doing better. So the number 3 machine of James Bradburn holds on to the lead over Stanfield in the number 14. Five laps down of 8. So let us know where you're watching from. Let us know who you're cheering on. As we got a 2-car duel out here. We lost 2 of them early on in this heat race. So hopefully the next heat isn't as much attrition as the white flag will wave for Bradburn in the number 3 machine, the Downtown Auto Wrecking, number 3 Bakersfield Hardtop. Down into turn number 3. Through turns number 3 and 4. Bradburn will come to the checkered flag. Heat number 1 winner. Stanfield rounding out your field in the 2nd spot. As that was a longer than anticipated heat race. So it'll be Mark McCaslin in the number 5 to his outside, the number 88 of Brandon Stanfield, the number 4 of Josh Aiden, the 36 of Jason Dean, and a late entry, the driver we do not have a name on, is this number 7. Look at this mean looking 7 machine. So we're gonna have to get a name. This driver not scheduled to appear in this heat race, but snuck one on us anyways. Heat race number 2 for the Bakersfield Hardtops. We go green as McCaslin steps on the gas. Yaden in the 2nd spot. 3rd spot battle between Dean and Stanfield. And the 88 up the track into the loose stuff. Hangs on to it. You're seeing a battle for the lead run up here. McCaslin checking out that high side. Trying to work on the top side. Yaden off the track. Having an issue with the number 4 machine. So that'll put Dean in the number 36 up into the 2nd spot. Not sure what's going on with the number 4 of Josh Hayden, but he's got back under power and continuing on in third. As McCaslin is checking out that pink machine, running it. Battle here for the second spot. Oh, Dean and Yaden keeping it tight down into turn number 1. So Yaden will get that second spot back. Wonder what happened. That Ford machine could have stalled out. Over in the corner and down the back straightaway. The 88 is Stanfield losing control. You might see a yellow because of it. See if the 88 can get fired back up. Gets it running again. No yellow. As it is nothing but Mark McCaslin in the lead, the number 5 machine. Definitely the brightest, one of the brightest cars. No, I'd say definitely the brightest Bakersfield hardtop we have here on property. Gotta wonder, Mark McCaslin, who drives now in the hobby stocks as well, competitor in the hobby stock class. Gotta wonder if he's using this car to practice for his hobby stock season. None of those cars handle anything close to these cars. But at least getting some track time as Mark McCaslin through turns number 3 and 4, checkered flag wave for heat number 2 for the Bakersfield hardtops. Yaden in the second spot. Third spot will be the 36 of Dean, unless he gets all crossed up. Looks like there's some smoke coming out of the 36, but he'll finish third with our unnamed driver in the 7 machine. Now see, he's got it right. On the door, on the C post, if you will, it says a 1950 Plymouth for that white and black Bakersfield hardtop. So again, thank you all for checking us out here on our live look, and we'll give you a couple more races, and then we're gonna have to shut this down. We're letting you take a peek into the show here at Bakersfield Speedway. So again, if you want to check out all the night's racing action live from Bakersfield Speedway, easy, www.globe.
So you know they're flying. No adjustments in the cockpit. They don't need it. They got a loud pedal and they go up to 35. Is your early leader. Albert Pombo hangs on to it. 67 moves into second place. Brent Dunkirk. Ennis falls in third place. He follows ahead of 45 on the inside of Ennis. On a turn number 2, Monty Faria battling for third place on Ennis, driving hard into turns 3 and 4. As they still battle for third place, no change up in front. Behind him is the number 5 of Pombo, Laurel Pombo. But your leader, Albert Pombo, stretches out his lead, takes and rides up the cushion. But again, back to second and third place. And it is Brad Dunkirk moves into second off Chris Ennis in the 86.
Well, Ennis trying hard to catch that 67 and get Dunkirk. Nothing there. As the 35 of Pombo still holds a massive lead over the 67 of Grant Dunkirk.
Well, that battle with Dunkirk and Ennis slowed that second and third place down. Now that they're spread apart, Dunkirk is trying to run down your leader and doing everything he can. And you're going to take the high. At the license point is that 45 of Monty Faria. That is fourth place.
Your leader rolls out of 4 with the white flag. It's still a 35 of Albert Pombo.
That was a very fast 7 laps, race man. Second flag comes out, Albert Pombo is winner of heat race number 1. The second will be Dunkirk, Chris Ennis, and then the 45 of Monty Faria. So Albert Pombo, there he is. He is your winner.
Well, there's one thing that can be said between the Bakersfield Hardtops and the Western RaceSaver sprint cars. There is a huge speed difference between the two classes. As heat number 1 goes to Pombo in the number 35 machine. Again, if you want to check them out all night long, lowbudget.tv is the place to be.
Roll to the track now will be the number 99T of 10. So at the point will be the 23T of George Tristio. As they roll out of 4 for the green flag, green light.
And racing we go. Tanner Bold in the 99, trying to hang on to second. He's got company. Scott Miser in the 72, along with the 22 of Mike Schott.
Boy, Tristio out to a heck of a lead, but here comes the 99T of Tanner.
Tanner Bold trying to hang on to second from Scott Miser. Miser drops back out of turn number 4. As Tanner trying to run down your leader, the 23, got a great lead working down that back by George Tristio. Working out of turn number 4.
The battle right now is for that second spot. Bull got a lot of that 72K right there, Meisner on his backside.
Here comes that 72, hard on second place. On that 99, the Tanner Bowl. Oh, can't lose a little bit in turn number 3, fires it back up. Scott Miser in that 72K on second place down on the inside in turn number 2. Can't quite make the pass happen. Tries it one more time side by side, and coming up into that battle is the number 22 of Mike Schott.
Boy, Schott closing in on that car. That little race right there with Bowles and Meisner as the white flag flies.
Some fast heat race laps here, folks.
Ooh, there goes Meisner on the inside. Nothing there. Bowles still holds second spot. Checker flag flies.
Tristio wins the heat race. Second place will be Tanner Bowl. And then 72K of Scott Miser. And then the 22 of Mike Schott. Tristio wins the heat race. Tanner Bowl for...
We get ready to go. Mini stock heat race number 1. It'll be the number 15 of Sean Schwarzenberger. Starting on the pole, Ron Mercer in the number 2 machine. That is Too Legit. That should have been on the track. We do not have the Too Legit machine. The 7 of Lonnie Spiller in the second spot. The 6 of Andy Boydston in third. The 14 of Parker Cherry and the 68 of Carter Cherry on the track. So we are supposed to have 6 cars. But I saw them working on the under the hood of the Too Legit machine. 68, gathering it back up. They were working on the Too Legit machine in the pit area earlier on, so Ron Mercer must still have some issues going on, being that he is not on the track when he should have started on the outside of the front row. Battle here for the lead. It is Schwarzenberger trying to hold off Spiller. Down into turn number 1, Lonnie Spiller, champion of this mini stock class. Trying to get by Schwarzenberger, who has won here at Bakersfield previously, as she's starting to really draft the number 15 machine. She's taking a look to the outside, keeping her foot on the throttle. Schwarzenberger knows that she is there. He's trying not to let the 7 machine by. He's running a great line, and Spiller trying to have to figure out a way around. Lap number 5 of 8. As Spiller up the track into the loose stuff. So she's going to have to try hard in turns number 3 and 4 to get by the 15 of Schwarzenberger. This is the best battle on track. Everybody else single file. Spiller looking down low. She can't get the grip through the center of the corner. The car wants to push up on her. They're closing in on the number 68 of Cherry. It is Carter Cherry in the number 68. as the white flag waves. Lap number 7 of 8 in this first of 4 full heat races. It is Carter Cherry all sideways and at turn number 2. Schwarzenberger out at turn number 4 will take the checkered flag in heat number 1 for the mini stocks. Coca-Cola mini stocks is the track sponsor. Lonnie Spillane in the second spot. Boydston will come home in 3rd in this heat race. Bringing the field to the green. Wasted no time here. And the number 70 machine. Candy Nolan Soares in the number 5 machine. Soares stays in the second spot. I was getting a little iffy about Kit Murphy there in the number 00. Didn't know if he's going to spin it out as he's working that 3rd spot. Still hanging it out, the 00. The 77, that is Matt Herod. The 57, that is Stephen Lawler, the 57X machine. And rounding out the field, the number 52 of Christy Sumwalt. We've got a battle up here. Murphy into the lead, lap number 3 of 8. Battle here for the second spot. Maynard up the track. That'll allow Herod to get to the inside and into the second spot. Now Stephen Lawler to the inside, battling hard. So battle for the 3rd spot, Lawler in the 57X. Trying hard for 3rd to the inside of Maynard, Roy Maynard Sr. And turn number 4, it's a drag race down the stripe. Lap 4, halfway through this heat race, and Lawler had the car with the nose ahead at the stripe. Lawler scored in the 3rd spot. He'll claim it out of turn number 4. As Herod starting to close in on Murphy. Kit Murphy under fire there, going by Zumwalt, inside of the 52 machine. Murphy always standing on the gas. You can see the 00 always sideways in the corners. He's got it figured out though. He's in the lead, ahead of Herod, as the white flag waves as they cross the stripe, this time by. Murphy into turn number 3 and 4. That 00 machine started mid-pack, ran it up to the lead, and not looked back. Kid Murphy, checkered flag, heat race number 2 for the mini stock. Second spot, the 77 of Matt Herod, and Stephen Lawler will bring that 57X machine home in 3rd as they get ready to go for their main events later on this evening here from Bakersfield Speedway. Up the number 23W, David Waller, going to start on the pole. The 123 of Misty Warren, the number 33 of Mike Conway starts 3rd, and issues back here. The 1D machine battling the 15L, the 15L of Eric Loya, and the 1D of David Wolford. I believe the 15L is down on the cylinder. Let's take a listen as it comes across the stripe. Oh yeah, that thing is backfiring and everything. Eric Loya, look out for the tractor tire. Oh man, many stocks. Misty Warren not holding anything back right now. That 123W. Out into the lead. Conway's trying to close in that gap there. So Mike Conway and the white number 33 starting to reel in your leader. We're 3 laps down of 8. We're closing in on lap traffic. The 15L of Loya going to be within reach next time by. Looks like it might be even into turn number 1. here. Wolford and Waller battle for the third spot. Wolford making it happen on the high side. Two more to go for your leaders. They got a full corner lead, those two, over third and fourth. So no pressure other than them two battling each other. White flag next time by. Misty Warren, the 123W machine, your leader. Here comes Conway, reeling in slowly. If this was a 40-lap race, I think he would pass her at his rate. The problem is it's only an 8-lap race. 8-lap heat races, number 3 of 4 for the mini stocks as Misty Warren gets the white flag. Half lap away from victory. 123, Misty Warren out of turn number 4. Coming to the checkered flag, heat number 3 victory. Conway in the second spot. It'll be the 1D. Running out your top 3 of David Wolford as Waller in the 23W will come home in 4th. And that 15L machine does not sound healthy.
Joining me now, Chris Ennis up in the booth.
I think the 15L, it's a 4-cylinder that I think maybe is down to 2 cylinders now. So maybe a 2-cylinder race car. Let's see if we can hear it more as he comes by now. Doesn't sound good, but it still runs. That's better than all my race cars. Heat number 4 on the racetrack. This will be the heat to round out our mini stock heat races. Then be the number 43 of Kylie Conway starting on the pole. To Kylie's outside will be the number 86 of Lauren Myers. Here she comes in the number 86. The 11X of Van Poncetta starts inside row number 2. Braden Rourke in the number 1 machine will start outside row 2. And your final row for the final heat for the mini stocks will be the 77 of Steve Rourke and the 88 of Clinton Massey. Getting the 1 to go from the flag stand.
At the top, and the number 1 of Brandon Rourke.
So Kylie Conway bringing the field to the green flag. A pair of ladies bringing the field on the front row. Conway, your early leader. Van up the track in the 11X machine, hanging on to it. Battle for second spot. Rourke coming from the tail of the field up into the second spot right now and looking for more. Kylie leads lap number 1. And it is Rourke looking to the inside, battle down the back straightaway for the lead, makes the pass. Steve Rourke not messing around here tonight in those mini stocks. I don't know if that's number 77 on the side or 2 lightning bolts, but he's got it going on from the back of the pack up into the lead and basically a lap and a 10th. Myers in the 86 and the 11 of Poncetta. That's a battle here for 4th. And the 1 machine off the pace. Braden Rourke. Braden's got his windshield full of a battle here for the second spot. Conway getting passed by the 88 of Clinton Massey. So Massey moves up into the second spot. So we have 1 and 2. Steve Rourke started 5th. Clinton Massey in the second spot started 6th of 6 cars. So the last row has made their way up to the front of the field. Let's look at the white flag. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of mini Dwarfs. We have 2 to go at the stripe. Look at Rourke, man. He is flying through the field right now. He's already in the lead. He's just lapping everybody as fast as he can. He wants his race over. White flag. 1 more lap to go. It's closing in on Poncetta. Massey just made a move right through the middle of these two. And it is Steve Rourke. And the number 77 passing in almost the entire field to win tonight's mini stock heat race number 4. Second spot, the number 88 of Clinton Massey, and third, the number 43 of Kylie Conway. That is your top 3 as we wrap up our mini stock heat races. Coming up next will be our Sport Mod heat races, and they'll round out the night's heat racing action here from Bakersfield Speedway. Happy again to have all of you with us here tonight. Hopefully you're getting your racing fixed with us. You can't be here at the track, or maybe you are here at the track and you're just watching on your phone as well.
All right, race fans, going to the track now. It's your Motor City Buick GMC Northern Sport Mods. On the pole for heat race number 1 will be the 4X out of Bakersfield. It's the Outlaw Ricky Childress Jr. And alongside him will be the 3M.
Green flag comes out for heat race number 1 of our Sport Mod. Stopping on the inside. The 88 right left off on the outside. Riding home is going to spin it down the back straightaway.
Still there. Here comes the 78S of Gary Juddon on the inside of Bledsoe now as they enter turn 3.
Dunn's doing some winning and doing it in a hurry. That Randy White Sport Mod. Jeremy White comes up, a little grip on turn 1, and the roll 3 comes up, diving out, and Bledsoe on that loud pedal, trying to stay up there. Here comes Kaufman from Lake Isabella, 4th place. And then Billy Simpkins out of Bakersfield.
Good combination right now, right in that high side, trying to pull in that 09 of Brylan Holder as he drives the car here hard into 3. Bledsoe still there. Contact with James Cecil, Billy Simpkins at turn 3.
Simpkins is running in the right direction. That's moving a lot of valuable ground. It's really going to be the 2 heat races. The top 6 will be locked into the 12. White flag out already. Got to be kidding.
Yeah, white flag's out, 1 to go, race fans. It's still the 09 of the Holder Recognition Special, the 09 of Brylan Holder, but Clinton's still there. Clinton drives it hard into 3. As they roll out of 4, your winner is going to be the 09 of Brylan Holder. Then we pick up the 78S of Gary Dutton, the 88B of Ryan Blitzoff, and the C5 of Wayne Kaufman.
So, and right now let's go down trackside to Dakota Schweitzer.
All right, race fans, I'm down here with heat race winner number 1 of the IMCA Sport Mods, Brylan Holder. Brylan, that was a great race. How important is it for you to make a transfer spot in your heat race and get that starting spot in the main event?
It's really amazing if you get a good starting spot. It makes it a little bit easier, but then again, when you get a good starting spot, if you start on the pole, the only way you can go backwards, so it's kind of iffy a little bit right there.
Yeah, we got a tough crowd tonight with these guys, a lot of good racers. Hopefully we can talk to you later on tonight.
Thanks, Dakota. And in IMCA rules, the winner must go to the infield. They do a simple little check. We'll find out what that is. And if it's okay, normally is, he's recorded as the winner. And into the main event, the top 4 cars will start on the infield. That's for engine claiming rights, part of an IMCA rules for many, many years. No one has claimed an engine in quite some time. And by the way, when you claim an engine, you've got to give an engine. So it's better to keep what you got. Heat race number 2. And on the pole, scheduled to appear for Bakersfield, Sully & Sons Hydraulics, and all lit up is Jeff Miller to 3M on the outside. From Bakersfield, for Bakersfield Chiropractic, a sign factory, Gill's Transmission. Pappas Racing, the 04 of Austin Manzella.
Then row 2, we're going to pick up the number 4 of G-Money, Garrett Jernigan out of Bakersfield. Alongside him will be the 3 of Jared Schweitzer.
And from Santa Maria, California, for Reichenbach's Auto Body and Paint, Mark Doss Trucking, Elite Signs, the left pit up is Clint Reichenbach on the outside with the victory this year, the 83 Woodworks Unlimited, Victor's Mexican Grill, 661 Works, Steve Simpson Suspension, and Victory Circle Chassis, Jason Nation.
All right, we're back after some weird issues that just happened. Cut our stream off, something with the internet we had here. Just decided to say, okay, we're out. So a bit of a scare there, but we're back and we'll keep an eye on it. Sorry about that delay. What we will do is we'll go back and show you after this heat race. We'll go back and show you the heat race that you missed with the IMCA Sport Mods. This is heat number 2. So we'll go back. I won't spoil anything, don't worry. But we'll go back after this one during the little break between our main events and the end of this heat race. We'll go back and show you what you missed. That way you guys get all that you paid for here tonight. How about we get through the starting lineup? Heat race number 2 for the IMCA Sport Mods. This will be our final heat of the night. It'll be the 3M of Jeff Miller starting on the pole. To his outside, the number 04M of Austin Manzella. Garrett Jernigan inside row 2, and Jared Schweitzer outside. We go green. Clinton Rickenback in the 7th seat. The 83 of Jason Nation, and into the wall, Danny Nikolai into turn number 1. So Danny actually caught a piece of the wall down the front straightaway. Got it enough to where it seems like he got it all crossed up, and then you can see he knocked the rear end out of it when he got the wall in turn number 1. You can see his skid mark slid right into the point. Slid that right side into the wall, and it's going to need the tow truck now. And it's going to be a lot of work before we get that 32 back on the track. Unless they have all the spare parts needed. But again, this is heat race number 2. We had some sort of a weird internet issue. Something that I've never seen done on here before, out of probably 100 broadcasts that we've done here from Bakersfield Speedway. Somehow our machine, all the lights lit up and nobody was home. So again, we apologize for that. And like I said, we're going to go back after this race. This is the final heat race of the night. We're going to go back, and I'm going to show you a replay of the heat race that you missed, as all the weird internet issue had happened. We basically had to entirely reboot our setup, but we're back and we're ready to go. I'll keep an eye on it all night long. So it looks like to be picking up the 32 of Danny Nicolai. I apologize. It is number 32 LD. And I have a feeling that the LD means something, because we're used to seeing Danny Nicolai racing in legend cars on asphalt. Came from the Bandoleros, ran legend cars, and looks to have stepped into the sport mod class. His best friend, one of his best buds, Kel Kanke, used to drive. Kel is competing in the Spear Southwest Tour all over the West Coast, and maybe have lent his car.
That's where Kanke was from. So.
Of course, Danny Nicolai. This is our first time seeing him race here on the dirt track at Bakersfield Speedway in the sport mod. If this is his technical first quarter of a lap on dirt, I think he's gonna have a lot of work to do. An apology for Kel Kanke, who is in the pits as well. So I'm sure they're getting all the parts ready to attempt to get that car back on track as we get ready to go back to green. Complete restart for the sport mod. Manzella, your leader at the stripe, but he'll slip back to third. Jeff Miller holds the lead. He makes a bobble and will carry the lead down the front straightaway. Jernigan in the second spot. Here comes Ricken back in the 7C machine. Schweitzer doing all kinds of craziness in turns number 3 or 1 and 2. The field all there, man. Anybody has it right now. Jeff Miller in the 3M machine holds on to the lead. Jernigan was trying that second spot. Oh, Ricken back up the track, keeps it off the wall. Battle for the 4th spot. The 83 of Nation and the 04 of Manzella duking it out for 4th. Manzella picking up that left front. Plenty of battles here to watch. I'm going to keep an eye on all 5 cars. Miller into the wall in the back straightaway and a big hit. Manzella slams into the side of the 3M of Miller. 2 big impacts down the back straightaway. You can see the 3M of Miller's. You see Manzella running over to check on Miller to make sure he's okay. Looks like he's shaking his head as an apology.
Well, there we go. Both drivers are okay, race fans. Both drivers are okay.
Miller getting the corner of the wall of track entry over here. You can see his scar, his mark there. He caught that wall there and then slid into the back straightaway wall. And then as he ricocheted off of that a little bit, that's when Manzella had really nowhere to go and really got a good piece of the 3M on the right rear.
And you saw how fast Austin Manzella got a car going over there.
But good on Manzella for quickly not only giving us a sign that he's okay, but checking on his competitor, Jeff Miller. Obviously not intentional by any means. So this this red flag, our first red flag of the night, comes out on lap number 4, halfway through heat number 2 for the IMCA Sport Mods, and we are possibly down 2 cars in this one. You see Jeff coming over to Manzella. Those two are talking it out right now. You can see the damage here on Manzella's 04 machine. It's a lot of damage on his front end. As we are red on lap number 4 here at Bakersfield Speedway. Get ready, and we're back to green. Restart lap number 4. Rickenback leads into turn number 1. Jernigan in the second spot. 83 of Jason Nation, holding off the number 3 of Jared Schweitzer. Battle for the second spot. Nation taking a look to the inside of Jernigan. Can't get it done out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go in this heat race. 7th seat looking strong. Rickenback in the 7th seat, getting the white flag this time by. Our 4 cars left on the track are racing on the screen right now. Clinton Rickenback through turns number 3 and 4, coming to the checkers. Heat number 2 victory. And that is a wrap on heat races here at Bakersfield. So like promised, I'm going to go and show you a replay of what we missed the first Sport Mod heat race during our little internet issue.